What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 PTS video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. In today's PTS video, it is the PTS Phase 3 patch notes. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. But we're going to jump over to Twitter. We're going to read over all the patch notes and get ready for tomorrow's opening of the PTS Phase 3. The wait is over. But all right, let's jump over to Twitter and see all the good stuff. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, and welcome to Twitter. And by the way, don't forget to hit me up at Kamikazevondoom for the latest and greatest in Division universe news. But all right, enough about that. Let's jump straight down into the patch notes. You saw that earlier today. I was saying, we're all waiting, hitting refresh on Twitter. And here we go. So 9 minutes ago, the Division 2 came out with this. It says, the development team is back with another round of thoughts and changes following your feedback during Phase 2 of our PTS. Read about what you can expect and gear up for Phase 3. Now remember, Phase 3 starts tomorrow. So here we go. All right. Now, this is in the Ubisoft Discussions page. And let me show them I'm not a bot. There we go. Now, under the Ubisoft Discussions page, this is from the community manager, UB Jurassic. He's been doing a majority of their discussion posts on Ubisoft.com. And here we are. This is the PTS Check In for Phase 2. And it says, hello, agents. We recently concluded our Phase 2 of the PTS for PC players, and it lasted until Tuesday, April 19th. We are immensely grateful for all of your feedback you have received during Phase 2, and we want to share our findings and steps based on your experiences. In Phase 2, we wanted to focus on your feedback and attention specifically on the new gear balancing and countdown changes. So here we are. First up with the gear and balancing. So Heartbreaker is too powerful. Right now, we are happy with what it adds to the game, and there are no plans to change it anytime soon. We looked at the conversation of the efficiency of the gear set, and so far we are satisfied with where it has landed. So Heartbreaker is not too powerful. And then it says buff Heartbreaker. The way it has been behaving during Phase 2 with stacks disappearing after 5 seconds instead of starting to diminish, similar to the way striker gear sets behave. Our feedback convinced us to do things differently. In Phase 3, you can expect the following changes. You will lose 2 stacks per second instead of losing all stacks after 5 seconds. Okay. So with the Heartbreaker gear set, whenever you gain those stacks, you're not going to just lose them after 5 seconds. Instead, after, what does this say? After 2 seconds, you will start to lose 2 stacks per second afterwards. And then it says Heartbreaker is blue defense. We do not see the need to change it at this time, but we will keep a close eye on your feedback after the Title Update 15 release. While Heartbreaker has a damage buff, this set is also a durability one, and thus the armor bonus you get from it makes more sense with a higher armor value, hence the blue core attributes. And then it says resolved issue. The mask should give you a blue defense stack. Okay. And then it says for Kingbreaker's rate of fire is too low. It has now been upgraded. What? Okay. Nice. So the Kingbreaker's RPM has now gone from 500 to 650. Hell yeah, that's a big difference. I like that a lot. This is huge. This is huge. I'm going to be using the Kingbreaker tomorrow, and I'm going to be loving it. I thought that it was really good, but it was just shooting too slow, and upgrading it to 650 RPMs is a great change. I love that. The Dare LMG uses AR attachments. Now it's being fixed. Uh-oh. So now you can't use the AR attachments. Everyone was liking how it was really similar to an AR, so we'll see how that changes. It says the blue screen exotic. It does not have an exclusive skin, That issue is now fixed, and the disruptor rounds talent cannot be triggered, and now that has been fixed as well. So the disruptor rounds is now fixed, and it also has an exclusive skin on it as well. The Dread Edict, it says resolved issue. The focus talent does not work with the new exotic, and now that is fixed. Great job. Catharsis. Catharsis feels strong. Please do not nerf it. We are happy to see that you are excited about this exotic mask, and right now we have no plans on making any changes. So the Catharsis exotic mask is here to stay. All right, now they're talking about Countdown. As mentioned earlier, our goal for Countdown was to make it challenging but not impossible to beat. For 8 match-made players of mixed build qualities, it also added an additional challenge for players with organized groups and better builds to try and complete it with less than 8 players. You can read more about that in our PTS 1 findings. Okay. So, Countdown difficulty. Right now, we are happy with the mode's difficulty and your Phase 2 feedback. There are no plans to change the general difficulty for the remainder of the PTS, as well as the Title Update 15 Master Build. Once again, we thank you for all of your opinions shared with us on our forums and social media channels. These changes are a direct result of your proactivity and dedication. Of course, we will keep monitoring Countdown feedback once TU15 is out and more players get their hands on it. And just as a reminder, the possibility of adding other difficulty options is still under investigation, and you can expect to hear from us after the release of Title Update 15. Okay. So right now, Countdown is going to stay the way it was for Phase 2. They upped the difficulty and HP of all the NPCs in Countdown, and it felt a lot better than it did in Phase 1, so I'm happy with that. Matchmake Issues. While the situation with the Delta errors has improved since Phase 1, we are aware that there are still a lot of negatively effects from the PTS experience. Following Phase 2, the major issue has been identified and fixed for Phase 3. That's good. That's very good. To our knowledge, very specific conditions need to be met for the player to receive a Delta error. So now you shouldn't be getting a lot of Deltas. Okay, that's really good. Some of you reported for a long time to be matchmade with others to get into a group. The reason for this is that Phase 2 population was lower compared to Phase 1 since the server opening time was not announced up front. Going forward, we will make sure to be more consistent with our communication about timing to help fit the Division 2 happenings in your schedule. That's good. A lot of people were saying there's no one playing the PTS, and it was because they delayed the start time and then they just ended it. Okay. Expertise. Okay, expertise. Phase 1, feedback expertise changes, and since then we have taken main points that you guys have given us from Phase 2. Upgrade costs are too high. We've heard your concerns about the cost being too high, especially for those of you who intend to have a shorter play session. We agree that every playstyle should be taken into account and rewarded appropriately. After careful consideration, we have decided to settle on lowering the cost by half. Okay, that's good. From level 11 to 20. Okay, and then 21 plus remains unchanged. So there are going to be higher expertise levels. So it says they are lowering the cost of field recon data, shade calibration, and exotic materials by half from levels 11 to 20. And then levels 1 to 10 and 21 up are not changed. So that means we are still getting above expertise level 20. Now it says we believe that these changes would suit the wider range of Division 2 players. On top of the reduction mentioned above, we have reduced the materials requirements for all ranks of gear pieces by half. Holy crap. Now gear pieces will require 2 times less the materials for upgrades and make it more consistent with the number of materials needed for weapons and skills. Expertise armor bonuses should be increased. We hear you, but we do not want to react too fast by increasing the armor, so they're not going to change the armor right now. We would like players to have more time with this feature. Okay. UI features and quality of life. The Donate All button was added to the Expertise menu in Phase 1. Unfortunately, using the Donate All Junk button from the expertise menu resulted in donating all items no matter what. That sucked. Additionally, we added a donate all junk button into the, okay, all right. And then other phase 2 observations we want to highlight. Character is shown a floating head. A lot of people were making memes and stuff like that during phase 2 because whenever they loaded up the game, all they saw was a floating head for their character. Hope you weren't thinking about sneaking into the restricted section of the library with a newfound cloak of invisibility. That issue is now fixed. That's funny. That's funny. Shield changes following phase 2. We are happy to hear that you are pleased with the shield changes. Right now we have no, all right, so they're not changing anything with the shields. And no console PTS. We've seen a few console players recently express disappointment in not being able to participate in the PTS. We'd like to share a moment, and then that's when they talk about the console changes. But all right, everyone, so PTS Phase 3 will start tomorrow. They have made a whole bunch of expertise changes, and I'm really looking forward to that Kingbreaker change. But besides that, everything else looks fairly the same. So we will see tomorrow in Phase 3. So I hope you guys are pumped up. And tomorrow I will be bringing you some PTS Phase 3 videos. And as soon as it goes live, I will let you guys know. But all right, everyone, take care. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something. If so, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel. I am Kamikazevondoom, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.